Blessings. I was just watching a lecture with some super smart dudes, and they were talking about astrophysics. I haven't studied a whole lot of astrophysics, like in college. I've taken some 400 level calculus courses and whatnot. I've done a lot of math, but that's beside the point. Okay, so they're looking for the shape of the universe, right? And they say that the universe is expanding everywhere, right? So the only way you can see the shape of an explosion is, or measure the shape of an explosion, is to be outside of that explosion. If you're inside an explosion and you're trying to measure any distance or shape during the explosion, you're only going to measure a straight line from the points that you measure. And it's, it's like it's going to measure, all you're going to be able to do is measure really the distance that the universe has expanded, or whatever environment that you're in has expanded. You can't measure the shape of an explosion, because shapes are defined borders. That is what a shape is. So you can find like gravitational, and they've done this. They found, the Virgo cluster and all these different gravitationally connected galaxies in the universe. And so there's kind of a shape to that. And we know that the universe waves. There's gravitational waves. I said this, I could feel it when I was a child. I knew that there was some kind of weird environmental thing going on that no one else really recognized or something. I could sense it. And then on the same day that they perceived gravitational waves, me and my sister actually looked at each other like, what was that? And then researched it and found out that actually science now was saying, oh, gravitational waves are real. They measured black holes merging. Really cool research rabbit hole. Go down it. It's really awesome. It shows you that the fabric of space-time is actually like a fabric, and that it waves. So anyways, there's the shape of the universe for you, a wave. If it's any shape, it's that. But you're not going to be able to measure the shape of the universe because it's expanding. And shapes are a defined border. Like, it has to be not moving. Maybe you could be inside of it and it still be moving, but if the actual environment is expanding, then that would be the shape that you're trying to measure. And so I think you guys got caught in you're overthinking things, like trying to find the shape of the universe. The universe is expanding. It's an explosion. The Big Bang, remember your theory? The Big Bang, it's an explosion. It's going bang. The only way you're going to be able to measure that is if you're outside of it. And you're not outside of space-time. You're not outside. Okay, so, yeah. So I want to hear Neil deGrasse, and I want to hear some of you guys trying to defend this. How are you trying to find the shape of the universe if it's expanding? Shapes aren't expanding. Shapes are a defined border. I mean, you can maybe, and you have your gravitational thing, and I'm pretty up to date with that. But I want someone smart to come on here, and I want you guys to tell me what you're doing. You're looking for the shape of an expanding universe? Hasn't anybody else thought of this? I can't believe I've been looking, and I haven't found anybody else be like, wait a minute, it's expanding, and we're looking for the shape of it from inside. Haven't you guys ever seen? I was a 12 Bravo in the military. That's a combat engineer. I've blown up a lot of things. When I was in Bosnia, we kind of got in trouble because we had this just ginormous explosion. I made a bomb bigger than anybody has ever seen, other than nuclear bombs and really serious military testing. It blew up a whole mountainside, shook Bosnia. It was it created a mini earthquake. It was so big. They changed how much we could detonate. They were like, oh, well, you can't detonate that much anymore because it was such a large detonation. But anyways, when you're watching an explosion, everything's going it's just, whoa! There's no shape to it unless you're outside of it. And the shape you see is like a bubbly expanding. It's not a shape. It's just. So the shape of the expanding universe, and you guys are searching for it and putting money into it and time. trying to find the shape of an explosion. Okay, Neil deGrasse or somebody smart. I don't even care if you're famous. Somebody actually smart, get on here, and I would like to figure out why you're trying to find the shape of an explosion. Okay? Blessings.